Fantastic. Hello, everybody. Hello, Papua New Guinea, my second family over there on the other side of the world. Uh, Daniel's kind of running things while David might not be here, and if he is, he's going to be late. He told me. So the main thing for tonight is
I'll
we
try
want
outside.
to we want to get people in Papua New Guinea all the information we can, so that they can be caught up because things are moving quick and they don't get the info as easy and quickly as we do. So I'm going to do a real quick update, not an hour and 10-minute update. I'm going to do one a little quicker than that. And then if there's any Q&A, I want to hear from the Papua New Guinea people. I want to give Daniel and whoever else here is going to translate so that they can take the time to explain it to our family in Papua New Guinea. And anybody in Papua New Guinea in the attendee, whoever's got the co-host, bring them in, even if they don't have their hand up, if they can come in because it's better. Anyway, so let me get started again. Hello, everyone. I'm going to be jumping around because that's the way my mind works. You guys know that by now. I don't like it either, but I'm stuck with it. So Ash came on last week. It was on the week before that. Things are moving very quickly, which is a good thing. We're changing a chapter on passive. You know that we started off our marketing and branding in Dubai. We didn't do it small, we did it big. We have advertisement running up the Burj Khalifa, which is amazing. Not only did we get into Dubai, which is mind-blowing, but we own 2 whole floors in the Burj Khalifa, 134 and 151. Someone else said, it'll make your ears pop. He wasn't kidding. I didn't take it literally. I wish I would. I would have, still wouldn't have been able to figure it out. But anyway, so what's been going on so far is they're doing marketing and branding. The reason that is you want to get the name out there. Now, every time we went to the Burj Khalifa and watched it from here or from different countries, most of the time it was it had O-Founder in the beginning, it had on passive, but it was for maybe to bring in a few founders. But the main thing what they want to do is get on passive out there in the open, because let me tell you what happens. In Dubai is the playground for CEOs and big companies, and people that visit there and travel there are really influential people. So when they see this advertisement going up the Burj Khalifa, yeah, it's pretty, the colors are nice, and you're watching all the stuff, but inside you're going to have a handful of people or thousands of people at home when they see the pictures going, oh, that's amazing. What is on passive? Once you get that started, then you go viral. And if you do it well enough and you build up the brand, when it's ready to be marketed to the world as far as products, people will be knocking the doors down to get in and find out what we have. Now, they might do another one as far as co-founders. Ash wasn't sure, but either way, they are going to. I'll take care of it, Chris. I got your message. I know I can change it on the fly. Anyway, they might do another one maybe with those founders, but the main thing now is they're changing gears, and at least in Dubai, they're going to change over to getting ready to sell products. Now, when Ash said we will be compounded marketing, a lot of companies set up a campaign. When the campaign's over, they start another campaign somewhere else or the same place. Mr. Mufar doesn't do anything like anybody else. So he's compound marketing, which means while Dubai is running with the marketing in all the different places like the skating rink and all over Dubai, up and down the main highway. It's everywhere. On passive, it's everywhere. He's also going to be starting other places in the world, and that's called compound marketing. He's going to build and build and build. Remember, what you saw in Dubai is going to go on for over a year. I believe they have 16 months, and they can change whatever's going up the Burj Khalifa. They can change the message. They can do whatever they want. But that's the start. We started at the top, trust me. To get into Dubai is already mind blowing, but to get in there before we even launched, they had to prove that they're a special company, and we all know it is a special company. But it's a big deal. The thing that was going to go on the 28th of this month, he said, was only done once before, and that was by Mercedes Benz. But the person that's running that, his mother, was in critical condition. So if they didn't get the okay like really soon, like the next couple of days, I don't know what happened. They're going to postpone that until September, and they're going to put something in its place. Now I know people think, "Oh, but to September, this is going to." Don't think about that. All he's doing is switching one thing to another. He's not. It's not slowing us down. It's replacing it and moving on. So, because here's the thing: once you start marketing or branding like he's doing, you don't brand and then wait months and months and months and then do something else and then wait months and months. People can't remember. They won't remember. You got to keep pounding it. You have to drop these big bombs, boom, 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 all the way up until we're open to the world. So don't expect it to slow down. It's only going to get bigger. Only going to get bigger. In June, somewhere around the middle of June, they have another global event, meaning something like what we saw in Dubai. You guys could try to guess what it is. I have no idea. But he did say you can see it from space. Whatever that means. Don't hurt yourself trying to figure it out. But there's only a few things you can see from space, like the Great Wall of China, and there's a handful of things. So I have no idea what he means, but it's asked me for, so I'm not even going to try. That's supposed to happen sometime in the middle of June. But the main thing is everybody to stay tied in, stay plugged in. And I know that in Papua New Guinea, it's easier said than done. You don't have the internet service we have. A lot of us, a few leaders have to spread the news. But no matter what you need in Papua New Guinea, you let us know, and we will try to help you. I just want to say that up front. We had a meeting with Papua New Guinea last week, in the middle of the week, because it was requested. And we're going to do that as much as we need to do it to keep you updated and what's going on, because I feel obligated to do that, and it's the right thing to do, because things are going to go faster, and you can't slow this monster down now. It's already, you can't put this monster back in the cage. It's loose, and we're going to have to go with the flow and try to stay caught up. But it's a good thing, because when it's said and done, I believe we're all going to be overwhelmed of what the results are going to be, guaranteed. Now, he did say that we're going to have physical products. Now, he didn't want to mention what they might be, but he did say enough that's going to turn the world upside down. And he referenced to Edison, Ford, Carnegie. I mean, he mentioned big names of what he was comparing to some of the stuff that he's working on. Or two of these products are done. They're in for patents, and then they can be produced. So that's a big deal. Now, a lot of people think, wow, he did that when? Well, Ash has been working on some of this stuff way before I'm passive. Okay? He's always been inventing. He's always been thinking of stuff way before Unpassive came along. But it's a good thing because it's part of Unpassive. And they started the lab. You hear about the lab. And this lab is not what you're thinking. It's not chemicals. It's not test tubes. It's a lab where you put some of the smartest people in the world in, and there's going to be many of these labs around, where Ash comes in and says, I want this. And he goes to them and says, I want this. Let's get it done. And they sit together and they brainstorm and they figure out how to make it happen. That's a plus for us. And everything that Ash works on is to make things better for mankind. So if we need it and it's in need, it probably will be developed and made in the name of Unpassive, which is fantastic for us because we're founders. We're going to find out that this is much bigger than we think. In fact, he told me we're lucky if we know 10% of what's going on. He will bring up more of what they're making after the founder position closes. And people ask me, well, why would he wait? He could bring in a lot more founders. He does not want to bring in founders for that reason. He wants founders that come in that are good-hearted. They want to help others. He doesn't want people to get in from greed or MLM mentality, because he could make a statement and tell people what he has, and they'll come in by the thousands. That's not what he wants. If he wanted to bring in more people, he could do it right now. There's no reason for that. He wants the foundation to be who we are now, and then build on top of that after the launch. So I believe we'll hear more news, great news. He's traveling now. He's in business meetings every day. They're hiring people all over the world. They're opening up different offices around the world. Innovation labs, more than one. We heard that we would find out by Friday about the data center. Trust me, whether we hear about it yesterday or not, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen anyway. And when it does, it doesn't mean it's going to go on and you guys are going to see blue and red lights flashing. It's going to happen, and it gives us the opportunity to get farther down to where we can start selling products. And the reason it is, OConnect, for example, OConnect's going to take a lot of data to run it. Why? Because you got videos, it's unlimited, you've got chatting back and forth, you've got translating languages. It's huge. It's huge. And if you own your own data center, you make the rules because you own the land. You own the internet space. You're not renting. And also, a real big deal is when you go online now, if you log into Facebook or you put your name and email in Google, your information is being sold to other companies. It's just the way it is. It's what happens. In Unpassive, it'll be private. Whatever we have is ours. They look, a big company like AWS, Amazon, if they decided they don't like what you're doing, they could shut you down because they run it. You're renting off of them. When we get the data center, that's a whole new ball game. That makes us very independent. It's beautiful. And I would picture years to come, there'll be many, many data centers. And what I want tonight is if anybody in Papua New Guinea has questions, to ask anything you have. I know I talk fast, but hopefully some of you understood what I said. I did leave notes here on Wednesday. They were supposed to be translated into Pidgin. I tried to use a translator, but I don't know if it worked or not. But any questions you have, please ask them. We need you to know what you need to know. Now, by the way, there's a lot of information that's not going to hurt you if you don't know it. You don't need to know what a data center is. But if you're interested, you can ask, how does it work and how does it benefit us? A data center is a big vault that holds data. Data is your name, your email, any information you put in. That's data. Data equals money. I've said it from the beginning. Data equals money. The difference is when you have a data center that you own the bank. So you're not only you're storing your own data, you have control over it. It just makes sense. And because it's going to be a hybrid, which I looked up the last couple of weeks because I didn't know what it meant. The tech guys explained it, and I looked it up. It runs very efficient, and it can adjust on the fly. If you need more, it'll give you more. If you need less, it backs down. But it's very fluid in data. It can control things better. It's more efficient. And of course, Mr. Mufara went with the hybrid data center, which is a big deal. So any questions you might have, even though I talked a lot, ask them, because that's what we're here for. And I want to hear from Papua New Guinea, because it's really important that Papua New Guinea knows what's going on. I want them to know. And I'm going to say it again. Anything you need, I'll be here. I'll come back, and people will come with me, because everybody loves Papua New Guinea for sure. But anyway, that's all I have right now. So,
thank you, Marty. Would you like to translate? Do we have a designated translator or interpreter?
Okay, thanks, Lynn. Daniel, yeah, I can do that. Okay, can I go ahead now?
Please do.
All right, Papua New Guinea. Yes, please. Thank you very much, Marty. Before I speak, I would like to thank Lynn for moderating this. Thank you, Marty, for coming along. Tony Monk and Colin Mana and Vincent Yete. All Papua New Guinea. You may got plenty of Saviman on the staff now. All experienced leaders on the staff. Tony Monk, Lynn and staff, Marty and staff, Collins and staff, Vincent and staff. All you got people have long business law you mean Papua New Guinea, long passive. So I'm good time you plan now long. You must ask him, knock and pray. Ask him any question you like, you ask him, all be claim him, you blah. Let me touch the solo some likely point, Marty and touch him long. Marty and story of Dubai. Place Dubai and place where all plenty businessman, plenty Saviman, only so go around Dubai. The walk business law. Also no time. On passive me go along Dubai. I mean no mistake. Na plenty company. Only so start lo tamblo. Also start tamblo na also go on top. That's all on passive. And Mr. on top na. I'm all the man by looking at Mr. Place Kili Olgata. Also na, you know, bloody click something. Big plus something. Plenty people like question him or ask him also. Oh, on time by company and by loans. Now me looking kaya blame. Okay, good play people must have also. Company as Mufare and people have man to mask side marketing. Also now yet I'm work strong long promoting name long company. Lo English only talk branding. Also time I building name long company go now. Time name long company I'm strong now. Now man looks away. Time product can come out. Ain't no wasting time. On man can buy him to sole. On an ask him. Kind of say you look him Apple now I'm stop Apple on the company. Na time on product let me come outside all mobile phone. All man no question. Masking people money also buying to because long quality belong him. So on passive now I'm work strong build him up name belong him. Display English only talk branding. By you go na time company with loans. Man by you don't have by how much true. Looking more good luck I blame come up. Now one plus something to Marty and me talk. And me talk long marketing. Compound marketing. Meaning also time me even starting marketing on Dubai long March 30. Now plenty something come up on screen now. All man only looks away on display. Some people kiss him camera lol, mobile phone, only snap him. Only Salem go back lol, Mary picnic lol, or friends lol, not black country. Now by look him, now by story go. And most compound marketing here. If you buy marketing on Dubai, that's all. Or something by Ron also me call man by looking, sharing video, you go. Now all the man the place around, always on passive. So please, Marty me talk clear also. You know can think plenty. Company me run strong. I'm speed to mass. Na hard lo mi Papua New Guinea long catch up. Also na Marty emi talk clear also. Emi how much true lo helping Papua New Guinea. Marty emi get big life lo helping Papua New Guinea. Emi talk also no English emi talk obligation. And feeling also emi must make him because em this lamania I'm bringing business ikala Papua New Guinea. Also na emi also you me also beginning blow him ya. Emi hold him lahana by him walk about. But what you go now you me looking kaya blame come up. Also na all Papua New Guinea you stop here. Lo panel me looking someplace stop. Please, you feel free. No, come up thinking blue so that people break him down this information. Brook him go down the whole people on the place. All village line, all you must understand. Clear good. Only no thinking planting. All the wait is stop, belly is stop. Now kiss him just like kaya yimilu claim. Because you come and say loan passive because you like study you. So Latin company I'm making work for him. Now you go time ready, but you have through Minnesota, but you make one but you 16 go to light. Also, now please, only this we mean stop panel now. You can free to explain to me yet, na come to you. This is something. But me yet me pili mo sem. You know work me question more now. All this la man only come all big plus man Thomas. You look at Tony Monk. Tony Monk got 25 years experience. Mati Decamo got more experience. Colin Mana, na Vicinete, then Nagamoto stuff. Chris Johnson, all this stuff. All people man Thomas. So you like you want something can but you say. Good play me believe us all now. Hold him hand about. You going up the finishing line, do you mean look him can something you can preach. Now sharing the Papua New Guinea, please. You Mr. One Bem, make him slow. I think that's all. Thank you, Lynn. I think I did my best in Pidgin, but if there's other leaders here in the panel who want to clarify some points, please you can go ahead. But otherwise, I'm done. Thank you very much.
Can I just come on and add a little bit more to what Danny has said? Lynn?
Lynn, you're
Sorry,
muted.
I didn't realize I was muted. Thank you so much, Emily. Go ahead and speak. Certainly, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Lynn. Me just like adding lick the soli golo one of something Danny been talk loyam ya. One reason why Mati like come awesome Harim Yumi lo ask him questions blow Yumi is because M Save lo problem blow Yumi lo Papua New Guinea. M Save also Yumi got plenty network problem. So plenty something Yumi no sa Harim. Lo webinar Yumi go lo M Yumi sa out in out because of lo network problem yeah. So because of that, Mati like and by Yumi ask him questions lo opportunities or some tete ya na narapla date can and put him lo next Tuesday I think Danny by also Yumi walk him last week yeah. Opportunity I'm giving Yumi lo ask him one kind question. But one plus something me pick up lo one something Mati been talk also too. Some time Yumi no can worry too much lo some technical information he come lo all. I mean, also, you mean not can worry too much lo all because I mean, not necessarily lo you mean lo find him out lo or something because as she been talk pinisia all get something all by walking company by walking all get a marketing company by walking all get a products company by walking. You mean blow sing down good now walking walk blow you mean lo go lo back office now check him come lo this la webinar also one question you me got you me asking. Also, this like addition to me like walking law, Danny. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So at this time, the floor is open for any questions and that you may have, any comments. And no question is dumb. Don't be embarrassed. We're all at different levels and there's no judgment here. And we're here to help you and support you. So please feel comfortable to ask questions. I see we have Daniel Sani wanting to speak. Go ahead.
I have one question here. That's to our tech guys. Thank you, Vincent and Colin, one of you two. In Papua New Guinea, I want you to explain. You as an IT background with many years of experience. What convinced you? Why did you come to OnPassive? You are an IT guy. What really convinced you to come on board OnPassive? I want our Papua New Guineans, you as an IT person to speak so that they can listen from you as an IT background and they can be confident that will build up their belief factor because you are very experienced people, but you are here with OnPassive. Why? Please explain.
Collins or Vincent?
Yeah. Good morning, Papua New Guinea. Yeah, so I'll go first and then Vincent can come after that. So yeah, that's a very, very good question. It's a very, very good question. Yeah. So, when I was introduced first by a friend in USA. And, I was like, when I looked, so before the COVID-19, 2020, March. So though I'm working as an IT engineer, I was also doing trading to get something, sometimes you think about you don't want to work again for somebody, though you are doing this every time on and on again, you love your job. But you're thinking like, when will I ever get there to make so much money where that money can replace my job? Because as an IT engineer, it's not easy. Sometimes you are tired, sometimes you do things, but again, you're looking at the type of money where the IT company are making, and you ask yourself, my goodness, it's like what they are paying you is peanut as compared to what a lot of people know that, oh, IT guys make a lot of money. But given the fact that they are making so much money and you are in that position seeing what is coming, I said, no, I will not make it. So I decided to jump into trading. As I said, the first time I trade 3 nights, and I was trading on crude oil, gold, and you know, the IT company like FTSE and NASDAQ, all of those companies, because they are all IT companies. So within 3 nights, I made about 15,000 pounds. One night, I lost everything because I was like working day and night, sleepless night, trading and work, all of those things. So the friend who also introduced me to OnPassive was the one who introduced me to trading. So when I lost that money, he said, oh, there is something called Go Founder. I said, no, I don't want to do it. He said, are you scared because you've lost your money? I said, no, I'm not scared because it's gone, it's gone. There's nothing I can do. But what you are telling me, is it trading? He said, no, I don't know, because it's someone who doesn't really know how to explain things. He said, I've told you, if you come in, they said, if you come in, you will win. And I asked myself, what is there that I'll win? Is it something to do with all this online stuff? Because I don't really want to do all of those things. But if it's trading, I know I can still go back and trade because I know I'm good at it. He said, no, it is something, but I'll look for the information and tell you, but go online and look at it if you want to try. So I go online and I type Go Founder. So I saw Go Founder OnPassive because I was waiting for him to come back to me and tell me what it's all about. But it's someone who doesn't really have time to explain. He said, I've told you, just go and join. I said, when did you join? He said, oh, I joined in 2018 or 2019. I said, really? He said, yes. So how is it all about? He said, no, the company is still coming up, but just go and look at it. I know you are a smart person, you can understand it. I went, I look at it, and there was a button at that time to say you can read, you can join. So I said, okay, came back to him. And I said, I've seen it, but this company will be massive. He said, how do you know that? Because it was like Go Founder OnPassive. I said, I want to join first, and then I'll tell you. So the guy shared the link, and I joined OnPassive. Came back to him, I said, what I have seen here is not multi-level, because he didn't even explain. It's not trading, but the way I look at that time, they had the OnPassive side, there was no product there. I said, the way I look at it, $97 for this, it is huge. I said, if this man, Mr. Ashburn, at that time, I have not joined any meeting. He said, there will be a meeting. I saw it, there will be a meeting. So the guy said, go, share me the link. I said, no, what I've seen, if they put all of this together, honestly, this company will be the biggest IT company I have ever seen. I said, it will blow the world. The guy said, how do you know that? I said, I can see the architecture. I can see everything. I can see communication tool. I can see this. But though the heading was internet marketing solution, I said, you know what? They are offering internet marketing solution, but I don't believe it. I can see something that is more than this solution they are talking of. So the guy said, Collins, you've just blown my mind. I said, this will be bigger than Microsoft, Google, and everything. I said, this will be the only company that have brought everything together in one place. I said, the only company that have done this was Microsoft package. But OnPassive is coming to put the whole internet solution in one place and giving all of us for $97. I said, I'm not sure people have realized. I said, this will be. I said, but I don't know how this man want to do it. The only thing I knew is that it will take time. It will not be what they said, because at that time they were saying, oh, 2009, they will launch. I told this guy, they cannot launch this company if they want to put this thing together. You know, I was a little bit mixed feeling because I said, okay, the launch is great. I don't know when they started building this, 2018, but everything like this. To cut the long story short, it was because I saw it as an IT company, and it's something that I am really versed at it. And that's why I jump in. I said, I will not stay behind and people will come and get everything. And when they shut the door, I'm out. I said, because a lot of things came, Amazon, we heard about Amazon. They were looking for people to come in. We missed that. I know people who cried because they couldn't. I heard people who cried because they couldn't join Facebook. They doubted. And I said, this is not something I'll doubt. I said, even if the company doesn't launch or there is something bad, I've already lost 15 grand. So what is there to lose anymore? That's what I asked myself. I said, $97 will not kill me because I've already lost 15 grand. And that was my story. I just said, I'm going in. $97 is just like something that falls off your pocket. And that is it. And from that time, I went and I told my family, everybody, brothers, sisters, I said, come in. I've seen where something will happen. They asked me the question. I said, no, come in. I'll explain to you. Come in. I'll explain to you. You know, explain to Vincent. I brought Vincent. I said, Vincent, there is something, an IT person, go and take a look. Vincent jumped in. So people were just like, jump in because I just said, you know what? Come in because this is the real deal. I said, it will take time, but when they launch it, everything is over. I said, believe me. And there were people I told them, come in. If it fails, I'll give you $97 back. I said, I want to be your guarantor. I will give you because what I'm seeing here, you will never ever see it when they shut this door. And that is the story. And since then, I'm just excited. It just blew my mind. And I saw OnPassive growing from strength to strength with the product coming out. And I'm just like, my goodness. And I've never stopped talking about OnPassive till today. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Daniel. And thanks, Marty, for this great webinar. John, OnPassive is great company because the first time I saw OnPassive, I was sitting one Saturday afternoon reading my book, IT books, and called me. I said, oh, Vincent, we have a great company coming out there called OnPassive. Then I said, oh, with this crypto money, I invest a lot of money, and then I've done so many things, but all of them, they disappoint people all the time. So I'm not ready to invest my money in this OnPassive again. I said, okay, you go to the website, go around, look for the information, and then come back to me. So I went to the website, GoFundMe, I think this time was GoFundMe. I go to OnPassive, I read everything. So I said, okay, tomorrow, let me know your truth. Until the next day morning, I said, oh, we have also, if you join, we have a webinar going around. You can join one of the webinar and learn and understand how OnPassive is going, OnPassive is working around the world. So I spent the afternoon going to GoFundMe, reading information, everything. And then I said, oh, Collins, you know what, this is a great company because reading all the information there is not something, it's not a joke. So as an IT person, I look at the technology behind because I look at that, I say, no, this is also too good to be true because all information there, do you think this company, they can implement all these things? Because there's a lot of information there, there's a lot of good thing, and then it's going to change the world. They say, yes. I say, okay, because it's an IT company, I believe, because sometimes I do some consultation with some local company here. I know one local company I help for building, and then they ask for my advice. But today, this company is a multi-million company in the UK here because they do only consultation for the health services. But it was like they started in the house, and then it's IT company. But today they have a storage building for our software system. So I put in my mind, this is a small company, even I help them. Today they are a great company, it's a big company. So why not put my feet in OnPassive as well? Because they started in the house, just common house, but today they got a lot of money. And then it's a huge company, just was a small IT company. So based on the example of the local company here, I said, no, this is a multi-international company, and then it's a IT company. I believe in that because I work in IT. But most of the time when I speak to the IT colleagues, they think it's too good to be true. So they say, oh, it's good, but do you think all the information there can OnPassive realize this? I say, yes, put your feet in, you will see. So this is how I jump into the OnPassive. And then more and more, I go to webinars, listen to information, the CEO come in, Mati Digamo, all these big guys, they come, Tony Mons, they were giving more information. And then I go behind reading the information, watching video. I say, wait, this is the biggest IT company I've never seen in this world. And then sometimes colleagues and friends, when they get any information, they call me, I say, Vincent, your company is a massive, I'm going to join. So this is how people join. So recently, even my son is 18 years old. So anytime we go out and come back, I say, oh, this company is a scam, it's no good. But my wife and daughter went to Dubai this weekend, and they went, I think, Tuesday. So yesterday, they went out in Dubai, they sent videos. So my son, who didn't believe on passive, he called me and said that, you know what, your company is genuine company. So today, I believe on passive because what I saw, my sister and my mom sent me all the videos. They said that your company is a massive company, because now I believe it. I said before I didn't believe. I said I think it was a scam, but now it's a great company. I believe. So this is my story about OnPassive. It's a great company because OnPassive is going to change the world. Because those of us who understand the technology, when you put your feet in, you will see that it's a great company, and then this company is going to change the world. So there's nothing to worry about OnPassive. And then we haven't seen this kind of company before in my life. So it's amazing, and then it's mind blowing OnPassive.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I think it's very reassuring to hear from our two IT professionals tonight and to hear their perspectives. I'd like to now allow time for either Daniel or Emily or someone to interpret what the two of them said, so our PNG people can understand and benefit. Thank you. Emily or perhaps Daniel, are you free to interpret?
Okay, thank you. I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, okay, thank you very much, Vincent and Colin. Your words there, I think it's given myself and maybe most of Papua New Guineans, they will understand the business on passive. So thank you very much for sharing that. Arim all Papua New Guinea, all friends lo mi play stop na arim. Isla tupla mania, all big la sabi man Thomas, tas all looking mo sa on passive and big la company Thomas. Na tupla kami said na all stop lo sa Jenny, because all sabi also. Originally only come lo some country lo Africa, but only work long UK na tupla stop. So all thinking family blow, na only kami said na only pili mo some this la business on passive and helping family blow back long place blow. Now, we like talk clearly blow some. Me yet, time me come and said on passive. Me no come and said, David and talking me also, you must school him you yet. That's all. Charles Osong, I want blind engineer too. Now me been having video of Charles Osong. Then Charles Osong him story. And this like convincing me. Now me believe was him, yes, this like true business. Also me come and said, because of Charles Osong, I'm IT background. Yes, the reason me asking this to play IT mania, no to play story too, because me believe was him. Time to play story. This is a story to play by helping you play too. Now please kiss him story, go back to place. Na talking about line people and business and true business. Na time to play story emos him. Ino gaman story emos sabi man na. Only got people sabi long only got a degree long qualification law na. Only work making work la United Kingdom. Also na helping you me long believe was on passive no gaman. Emo business true. Na you must come inside na wrong one time. No this Jenny na by me looking 3 months long back come through. At the end of all, thank you. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you. Thank you for the translation. We're going to go on now to Tony Monk, our leader, who would like to speak with us. Take the floor, Tony.
Oh, thank you very much, Lynn. I appreciate that. Hi, Daniel. Thank you so much for the kind words. I heard my name a couple of times in there in Papua New Guinea. I don't know what you're saying, but I did hear my name and a few other leaders' names as well. My brothers, Collins and Vincent, you guys work around the clock. What, 5 webinars today? That's just amazing. You see what happens? That's the price you pay when you're in demand. Thank you so much for your sacrifice, both of you. Appreciate all of you, actually, all your sacrifices. Lynn, especially you. You go around the clock too. It's absolutely amazing. I really do appreciate all of you. Daniel, you were mentioning why Collins got into on passive as an IT professional, and I'll give you my perspective from a marketing perspective. I've been very successful since 1996 is when I started this online journey. And back then we used to call it the gold rush of the internet, the .com era. So I did very well. But what was happening, what I noticed is as the years were progressing, it got more and more difficult to make any sort of income on the internet on a consistent basis. You know, they were selling courses for a lot more than they used to when I first got in. And by the time I bought these courses, like going into the future here, I would put them on the side because I was very busy working as a full-time nurse. I went into nursing years after I lost a tremendous amount of money. What was happening is when I got back to the courses, I realized that the courses that I just bought a month ago were outdated. They were outdated. And that's exactly what's happening. Something that's new today on the internet will be old a month down the line here. And that's what's happening. And it's very difficult to make any kind of money on the internet today unless you have the right resources, the right business, and the right vision, and if you have the value behind whatever it is that you're selling. Here in On Passive, this is the place to be. If you're not a founding member, you're a guest here, you're in good hands. Give the person that brought you here a great big hug because they really care about you. They don't need to recruit you. None of us need to recruit anybody because it's already a done deal. The only reason we're bringing you in is because we're trying to give you the same opportunity as we have as founding members. And this is a great place to be. Working together as a synergy, you know, with all of us working together, we're going to be very successful, because it takes a team to make the dream work, right? And Ash is the beacon of light that's leading the way. You know, I said it earlier today in the webinar that I did earlier, that we're the correction to the corruption. And that's true. I had someone the other day that told me, they said, you know, how egotistic to start right at the top. Why can't you people start at the bottom like every other company? And I said to them, you know what, to be the correction to the corruption, we've got to start at the top. Because if we start at the bottom, we're very vulnerable. We have huge corporations that can step all over us and stop us before we even start to become the correction to the corruption. So to start at the top is the best place to be the correction to the correction to the corruption that's out there. You know, it's always been profits before people for the longest time. Years ago in the 1990s, when I was very successful, I was a very egotistic person. I didn't care about anybody except myself. My partner and I traveled all over the world. And pardon me, my partner just went to the hospital about an hour ago. He's deteriorating and getting a lot worse. So it's sad to me to see him deteriorating because he won't be able, I don't think he will be able to travel with me once we go into hard launch and start making those apples anymore. And it's difficult for me to accept this as reality, but it is. And anyway, like I said, I've been very successful. I was a complete horrible person when I was younger, when I made a lot of money on the internet. And like I said, we traveled everywhere, all over the place. I didn't give a damn about anybody. I'm glad I actually lost all that money years ago because it made me a better person. I went back into nursing just recently. I retired, but I decided to go back into my job because it's my passion to look after people and to care about them. And the people that I look after are special needs. They're fantastic people with huge hearts, and they teach me everything. You know, I went in as a nurse in 1993, but I started in 1987 going into this field. And I thought, as an egotistic person, I thought, you know what, I'm going into this field to teach them something. And you know what? I taught them nothing. these special needs people that I've been working with all my life have taught me everything. Except it took me a little longer to get there. I'm glad that you're all part of my family. I really appreciate every one of you. I'm sorry, I'm emotional right now because my partner, like I said, is deteriorating. And it's really sad to see someone deteriorating right in front of your eyes, especially when you're a registered nurse and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm sorry, Lynn, I'll give it back to you.
Oh, no need to apologize. I'm glad you feel comfortable to show that vulnerability because, you know, PNG is a family, right, Tony? You've been coming here for a long time and everyone cares about you and loves you. And it's good that you can, you know, express yourself. But our prayers and our thoughts go out to you and your partner and hope for the best. Thank you. Thank you for sharing tonight. We would like someone to go ahead and paraphrase. It doesn't necessarily have to be a word for word translation, but paraphrase what Tony shared, please. Thank you. We have either Emily or Daniel or someone who can interpret.
Actually, Daniel's a better pigeon speaker than I am, but let me have a go. Let me have a
Okay,
go.
thank you. Thank you.
Triple bin tok ya. Tupla mani walk lo IT internet technology something you may planti you may no sabe lo this IT work. The time Danny been asking more question also why on passive. All talk all same all time only go inside all yet all harim lo on passive now all go inside now all look lo website now all looking all kind something on passive company working here all sabe now all some this kind something only no been looking lo experience lo all time only work lo IT now also work lo IT lo long time lo United Kingdom na narpla place to I think tupla IT line blo Canada na America. Also na this la big plus ave only looking lo hapya. Am convince him all join him on passive. But on passive and by different company altogether and then by big plan company altogether. Also na am convince him all. Na me too, me harim time Lin is a working webinar bloem na mi sample time mi sa sindan na mi arim na mi sa tingim tu okay suppose all this la IT line also only look him na only sabe also talk also no this pla on passive am not pla kind business okay em mastruya so em convincing me to lo stop want them on passive na no can lose him on passive na this also na this la reason me stop na lo Tony, come on. Tony, talk lo marketing side too. Em been stop lo this la marketing side long time. Na em experiencing plenty problem. Some time by you working big money. Lo some yes they come now behind now. By you can lose him this la money again. But I'm looking kind passing blow on passive yeah marketing side blow na branding side blow all been talk all before yeah I'm not a kind threat I'm next level threat also I'm talk on passive yet I'm different kind na you no can worry lo one plus something you like join you join suppose you not like join I'm something blow you no got man by forcing you lo join but suppose you stop finish lo on passive you stop good plenty good plus something by happen lo you now me like talk lo on behalf of all the Papua New Guineans here lo me like thank you Tony Monk and being stop on them webinar blow you me long time em sa support him you me lo long time now partner blow em sick no go through lo how sick na em no think by mania by good pla also na em worry lik na em karai lik lo up na me like also talk also me pla like give him best wishes blow you me na prayers blow you me he go lo partner blow Tony and me pla like ask him Tony am strong in faith blow em lo God by all gata something stop lo hand blow God thank you Lynn.
Thank you, Emily. Appreciate it. All right. Next, we have Alex who would like to speak. You can unmute yourself.
Hello, good afternoon, Sister Lynn and our host there, our
Hello.
Global Leadership Council members. Thank you very much for being with us in this Papua New Guinea webinar today. So I'm very thankful about you. Okay, I just want to say something expressing how I feel about being a founding member of OnPassive. I think it's a very, very exciting journey by seeing things happening right in front of us at this time. So it's a great feeling to be in OnPassive. So I thank you for those people who have been very vocal and promoting business, and now some of us here in Papua New Guinea have already joined as founders, and we are seeing things happening, and we are worried about the best things to come in our life. So thank you very much to those people. Okay, I just like to speak in pidgin so that our founders out here in Papua New Guinea who cannot understand English better, so that they can hear
Please
what
do.
Okay, thank you. All right, all Papua New Guinea founders, usai tol guest di belas tahun temi belah webinar lo dislabin lo here lo Papua New Guinea. May welcome me belah. Me ama mas lo belas tahun temi belah webinar today. All right, me like share something where Tony Monk and Tuktok just before lo. Sister Mary Caro Tuktok na me come out yan lo here. Okay, Tony Monk me expressing more something lo side lo recruiting So I mention him also. You mean no need lo make him recruiting. You mean Papua New Guinea, you mean no need lo him recruiting. I mean no one kind of narblol MLM business stuff by you. What you must go find him narblan. You recruit him and lo you so kind of by company can look so good. On passive I mean different something over there. So whether you like working recruiting, you work him recruiting. So said man like join him, I'm joining you. I'm not like to join him. That's good. People something you make him part blue lo. Lo talking me mo say me got good business opportunity and stuff. So you can come and join me. So I'm blah. Something Tony Monk talk long me like to go back lo pigeon lo here. So you me all narbla Papua New Guinea. How does you make an understand him? So you start lo good position you me amamas. Alright, narbla o semol narbla speakers all talk finish lo. How on passive start? On passive no start lo on bla likely place. O semol narbla big company lo world today we all history lo you me looking all start lo. Kind of same. Some la for likely called garage or one of my likely called buildings. Behind only go only expand go only come up with big all multi-billion companies. Okay, like Mibla lo on passive now. You may not start really go small. You may start big you may start anta prune. Close to time also you may all get you may start beside loan passive, you may saw a finish all dog. By all man marry by looking on passive from the sky, all by looking anta prune. So man, you may what I'm na. You may stop now, you may look forward one more for something that come up. So said you guess you stop, you may got little supply time and stop available. You can come join him so. You may what I can amas now looking on something but come up life be me inside loan passive. Okay, thank you very much. I think that is all I have to say. So I'm giving back to you.
Thanks, Alex. That was beautiful.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
For sharing. Thank you so much. All right. We have Mary Carroll. Hi, Mary. Speak to us.
Hello, everyone. Hello, good afternoon. And good evening to everyone. Lynn, Mr. Sunny, Tony Monk, our IT specialist. Love you so much. Always breaking down the IT language for us to try and understand. Well, for me, I know what data center is now. It's not internet. So thank you very much for that. Thank you, Mari Digamo. You're always cool. Love the way you speak and deliver your messages. And also the way that you've said to us, no need to explain everything in depth to newcomers. Just put it simple, let them come in and let them see for themselves. You've got a big heart, Marty. Thank you for that. I want to express to our Papua New Guineans who are visitors or guests at this webinar, and also our guests from all over the world that have come online and always do. I appreciate your presence and the input that you make. Thank you for bearing with us as we go through this journey. One thing that I would like to be clarified is the link 51. I've seen it at the back office, but how to navigate from there to send to my potential prospects who are on WhatsApp. So how would I go about doing that? If it's not a question that I should raise here, please let me know, Lynn. But all in all, thank you very much, Vincent and our other gentleman, Collins, for your encouragement, which will be very beneficial to those that are listening in as prospects today. Thank you very
Mary.
much, Lynn.
Would you be so kind to speak Pidgin on what you just said, and then we'll have either maybe Collins or Vincent can answer the question about link 51.
Okay. Thank you, Lynn. I'll try my best. I'm not an everyday Pidgin speaker, but me like toko Sam or one line blow you me lo Papua New Guinea. Isati sinda na harem. Me toko Sam. Me thinking all this lines. Long time only come inside, talk long all, long encouraging, you me one, long stop inside or long come inside. On passive me, one for a company where, you know, some not a one kind business. Plenty time, leader man blow you me, Mati Digamo, and talk out also. People no can make him talk to you, introducing this company, you go on tap through. As Karami come down, talk out understanding you may want one inside of Papua New Guinea or one and half. Long touching level long all long come inside. The one and company, I mean one plug, big company now. You may look several main penis. So you may stop one time, come inside, enjoy the journey. When something by come up close to, you may by Hama master it. Along all technicians or IT technicians or Dr. Udate, will you open door long all, long talk out also and how will you come inside? I really kiss him save penis, all this the save line. Suppose all this the save line also Emily George, Tauli and Binto. Suppose only come inside, stop over. Emmas want for something good for something by coming. And they were convinced to stay on and continue the journey with us. Thank you to Ogera Manmiri been come inside or Narapla country or one four corner world or come inside also a supporting webinars for you out in talk I think planning meaning long in some time you may know that just the sorrow and understanding that's all we are trying. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mary. Appreciate it. Marty DeGarmo will now describe what link 51 is about. Go ahead, Marty.
Okay. A lot of businesses online, when you come on, they give you a replicated website. It looks the same for everybody else, but it's coded to you. So if somebody goes to that website, they like what they see, they sign up or they buy something, you get the commission or you get the sign up. That's exactly what it is. Now, with OnPassive, Ash is going to be coming out with new websites. First, it'll be every couple of weeks, then it'll be every week, and then it'll be every day. I've never seen this the whole time I've been online for 18 years. Never, ever. And let me tell you what's up with the website. The websites are designed to be SEO friendly, which means they're set up so that they can become search engine optimization friendly, which means as people are punching in, let's say Google, and they're asking about a page builder or whatever, and we have Create. If you're friendly, if the SEO works well with your website, it meets the customer halfway. It actually forms a relationship between the website and the person that's looking. It's very important, and it's very difficult to get high ranking SEO. I'm going to tell you what SEO is. If you go to Google and you look up something, I don't care what it is, air conditioner, television set, a chair, a TV, and you go to Google, it takes you to Google. When you go to Google, there's thousands of pages, but you go to page 1. Nobody ever goes to page 2. The first item at the top is in yellow. It's got a little yellow box. That's ranked number 1. Now, that was paid for. Some big company paid millions maybe to be at the top of Google about that search. The ones under that are there because of the search engine optimization was good. What OnPassive is trying to do, and will do, by the way, is they will slowly get ranked very high on every web page, on every item of every product that they create. Now it'll slowly get better and better and better and better. And when that happens, now organically, this is not advertising, this organically, we will get much traffic that just comes in because people are searching, because people use a thing called, I'm going to talk fast, but you can paraphrase what I'm saying. When you go online, you say, example, somebody might come on and say, what is OnPassive? Somebody else might say, is OnPassive this? Might be a question. It might be, is OnPassive in Papua New Guinea? Whatever. Those are long-tailed keywords, they're called. If you're good at figuring out what keywords work the best, you become SEO friendly. The better you are at that, the higher ranking that your page gets on Google or any other search engine. If you get that, which Mr. Mufar and his team will get, that's what they're working on now. Every time they come out with a new web page, number 52, number 53, number 54, where you'll see as time goes on, they'll get better and better ranking. Let me tell you another reason this is very good. In most companies, you might have 500, I'm going to say affiliates, or 500 salespeople, whatever you want to call it. They all have the same page. Nothing looks different. They all look the same. Aster's going to have one page made every day eventually. So you figure 1 million founders using different pages makes it very unique. When they punch in and they look at Chris Johnson's website, even though the stuff inside is the same products, but it might be a little different wording or a little different images, it's totally different than the one I'm using, even though mine is the same thing. It's coded to me. Color's different, the way it's worded, because by doing this, the company learns which website, which graphics work the best organically. Because believe it or not, all of us look at stuff and we like one thing more than the other, even if we don't say it out loud. It's in here. It's in here. Now, I've done many testing on advertising, and I found one time I did an advertisement, and I had a lady and a young guy, both beautiful people, walk into a jet airplane. And then I got one where there was just a pan of gold nuggets. That's all it was. I asked 10 people, which one do you like better? And they said, oh, the lady and the man. But you know which one worked better? The gold nuggets. People don't always say the truth. I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose, but subconsciously people look at stuff and touch things that you, if you ask them, they say, oh no, I wouldn't like that. I like this better. But the reaction is totally different. If you learn SEO, I'm sorry, I hope I'm making sense. If you learn SEO, it doesn't have feelings. It has facts. When we do this and we use this word, this works. When we use this image and this page, this works. It takes out emotion. It takes out, oh, what do I think? Because the truth is, marketing, it doesn't matter what you think. It matters what works. And Mr. Mufara and his team will find what works the best for every product we have. And by doing that, they'll have different pages every week. Nobody does this, by the way. And I know I'm getting really far into it, but hopefully you could explain it better than I did. But that in general, that's how it works. If anybody wants to add to that, but I hope I explained it well enough you could understand.
Thank you, Marty. I think what we'll do is pause for an interpretation so the interpreter doesn't have to memorize the entire thing that you said. So let's pause for a moment. And Daniel, would you be willing to interpret, please?
Okay, Lynn, to be honest with you, it's very, very more
It's
technical to me. But what I can understand from this, very simple list, it's talk about the SEO. It says search engine optimization. It's going to be user friendly. So, sorry, Mati yang tok lemnya, and people sabe to mas na. Behind by recording this webinar by harim ken na, by me try and break him down. But long here you can think him also. Talk long. SEO SEO search engine optimization. And by also friendly by issue you can use him long you share something on internet. Something in plan itu mas. Milarin lohiana time recording him come out by me harim ken. You try harim ken, you try and break him down, understand him good ken. By me can explain him goodly long all Telegram group lo mipla. So Lynn, what I'm saying is what Mati said is very good. I'm just trying to explain the SEO user friendly, but I told them that when the recording comes out, well, all of us have to invest time to listen to it again and try to translate and break it down to our Telegram group to our founders to view them. So the best thing I can come up with now is just SEO is a user friendly, and it's very good to help us to do sets online. So that's the best I can say at the moment. Thank you. I hope the IT guys can throw in some more light.
Thank you very much.
Very good,
Marty?
Daniel. Daniel, I'll write it down so that you can get it and then maybe explain it better, and I'll send it to your email. And I'll try to.
Thank you.
I'll try to make it easier to understand.
Right. And just to
Sorry
know
about
that it's not just the translation, but the information is new to most of us, Marty. It's not you, but it's just trying to digest that information is challenging. So we're going to learn as we go. Maybe it sounds over our head today, but over time, it'll sink in and we'll understand a little bit more every day. So just be comforted that you don't have to know all of this, but it's sure fun to try to learn, you know. But
Yeah, let me
definitely
say,
not required.
Let me say all the craziness I just said and make it easy. The pages will be like magnets, and they will draw people to it that are looking for our products. And the magnet will get stronger and stronger, and more people will come to the page. That's what it means to have SEO friendly. Okay.
Oh.
All the other stuff I said was not necessary. I'm sorry, but I was.
No. It was interesting,
Anyway.
Marty. I liked hearing that, but I think the magnet metaphor will be clear. So we'll let go. If you don't mind, Daniel, explaining about the magnet concept,
Yes, yes,
please?
yes. Okay. I will do that. Thank you very much, Marty. That's very good. That's very good illustration. Yeah, very good. Excellent. Okay, I'll pop in Harim. Just like SEO, yeah. Search engine optimization. And back kind of a magnet. Yeah, you saw a magnet. That you put in something and become a pass. So search engine optimization, yeah, almost a magnet, yeah. So man, you go and you like finding something on internet. Now you shop online, you go and also magnet, and pull you cannot talk. You go same. Magnet pull you cannot talk. No, you go same. You saw a magnet, you like all have magnet pull you come same. So search engine optimization on pass almost a magnet, yeah. You like search for something or you like finding computer or mobile phone or laptop or when something. You said a magnet and pull you come now. When a kissing you go web page now, but you go buy me. So I'm clear. SEO, and we should understand. I'm also a magnet by pulling you can kissing you go one have you like along him. I think that's very clear. Yeah. I just explained to them. Yeah. Thanks, Lynn.
I agree. It was clear for me too, and I'm a lay person in this field. So I really love that. Thank you so much, Marty. That was super good. All right. Can we move on, Marty, or do you want to add anything to your topic? Are you done? He may be busy at the moment. Let's go on to Petrus Akil. Hi, Petrus.
Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
Hello. It's great to see all you guys, our international friends. I know you've done a lot of other webinars before you came here. The last I had Lynn and Maddie, Chris, you guys were at the Kenya webinar. I didn't expect you guys to come here. Not forgetting the IT guys too. You were to Kenya webinar and now you are here. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. We thank you, all you guys, for having your time. I believe it would be morning at your wherever you are. It's afternoon, about 3 o'clock in PNG now. We thank you so much for all your time that you come out to share this company with us. It is a great company. We are all here. We thank you for all you guys who have introduced this company to us in Papua New Guinea. This company will change us and our lives and our country. We thank you guys so much for this. And as we are trying to get down to break this company down for all of us to understand, I think we are all coming to say that this company is so big that we cannot understand everything that is going on. Our CEO is so brilliant that it takes 100 or 1,000 computers put together to keep up with him. He's blessed, he's God-given. And I'm so grateful to have him as our CEO. And it's a done deal for us, all of us. We only have to come out like this. We hear from the IT guys, the guys who live with this business. They know the insides and outsides of this business. And for them to come out here to share with us and tell us that this company is none like others, and it's a done deal. You cannot argue with it. You cannot, it's just mind blowing. So we thank you, IT guys. We thank you that, we only have to stay focused, stay updated. We get into our back office to make sure that everything is okay. And when the time comes, we'll all be happy and smiling. I'll speak in Pidgin for our PNC founders. Papua New Guinea, you may are in Pinis. All split line will come start now. Now I must 2-3 o'clock morning, lo country blow. Tesla web mina na wal wokim lang lin em stab la Kenya web mina na. Miti em banana kam long em kam now. Stab la ya one time all IT line. Madi na Chris. Tony it stab too. All come because all the talking me blows them. This la company me plus stab long em one but true black company na em big black company more. So was you mean like trying to understand in this la company. And me blah pen. So what me blah need to work him me suggesting you blah all get you blah him stuff. Every day you blah make sure go inside the back office. Make sure all get something I'm all right the back office. As long as you enter in back office blue and all get something work good, but you win. And LC blah me blah David, Veronica, Daniel staff. All get also talking me all get the time. You may must go to back office. Check in back office, please. Keep updated. Go on web me and RM online talk. And because of this lakai. This la company and big la company to mas lo me all get up understanding. Na stram long. Ting looks la. Time you may la join in time all talking me play. Company but working all get something lo me play. All get a something company but working. All me plan need to do and pay slash $97 and 400 kina lo come in lo company and you may working finish now you may stop it. And you may wait so long. Time company but launch now and by you may sing namamas done is like something but come up. So Daniel, thank you through lo. You come in lo side lo David na. You may all get a PNC online. You may stop bell, one bell na. Look strong lo. This la company by one in time launch lo and by launch lo time ready lo launch. You may know ting plenty. Also more IT line to talk M company and stop finish. Also na me to thank you lo plan. Laren bla. Lynn. Back to you. Thank you so much, Chris, Maddie, all IT guys. Tony, thank you for your YouTube update. It was really great. Thank you so much. And we pray for your partner. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Appreciate you. Tony, come on down, Tony.
Oh, thank you so much, Lynn. I appreciate it. I feel a little better. I had a chance to grab some of my thoughts together, and I had an opportunity to go to the hospital with my partner tonight, but I wanted to be here to support Papua New Guinea. I love Papua New Guinea. I love the people of Papua New Guinea, and I believe it's very important to be here to share the message to Papua New Guinea. And but I gave them all the details that they needed to help him out. So he's fine. Everything's going to be okay. What I wanted to do, Lynn, is I wanted to touch a little bit about on the SEO that Marty was talking about and explain it maybe in a different way with my perspective and try to make it as easy as possible. SEO for short term is search engine optimization. So every time we click on a website, for example, one of our websites, one of our links, it'll open up and you'll see the little icons at the top, the social media icons. You'll see Facebook, you'll see Twitter, and all those little icons. If we click on those icons, what it does is it creates more optimization, search engine optimization. So the more we click on it, OnPassive's name comes up on a consistent basis. So for example, if you go and look for OnPassive, onpassive.com, and you have 1.3 million people searching for onpassive.com on Google or Bing or any other any other search engine. Thank you, Lynn. Search engine. What it does is it brings us right up to the top of the search engine. So every time people log in and they use certain keywords, our company or our websites, our individual websites that change on a daily basis, 24/7, 365, come right up to the top of the search engine. So that's what search engine optimization means. The more we click on these icons, The more we click on passive, whether it's in YouTube or Google or Bing or any social media platform, it brings us right up to the top. We will be the cream of the top. So that way, when people are looking, so that means when people are looking for OnPassive, we're already there. They're looking for what they want. OnPassive already has, and that's how we become the targeted. What do you call it? The hunted. Sorry, the hunted. We become the hunted once we're at the top of the search engines, right? So it's a very cool way of doing things. And Papua New Guinea, like I said, before, you don't need to know any of this complicated stuff. It's the whole system is a plug and play system, right? It's an automated system. Ash made it deliberately that way, so everybody benefits. People like ourselves that are marketers, the IT guys as well, and people that don't know anything about IT or the marketing part of it. This is for everyone. Everyone has an equal opportunity to do very well here with OnPassive, and it was designed that way by Ash Mafara. Thank you very much, Lynn. Back to you. Thank you. And oh, by the way, thank you everyone for your support through the private messages and on chat. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, we are a family, Tony, and it shows at times of need. It does show that we are a family. It's beautiful. Daniel Sani, would you like to interpret that? What Tony said?
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'll try. Yes,
Thank you.
Tony. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, thank you very much, Tony. Before I speak, I would thank you. Thank you for the last two updates you provided to Papua New Guinea. It was very good. We understood better, and we will break it down to our people. Thank you for that. All right, online. Tony Monk, I'm starting in Papua New Guinea long time here. And time joining OnPassive 1 year ago. Finish Tony Monk, I'm stopping this. I'm still come over the time. I'm sitting in Papua New Guinea. I'm still come. Now I got something heavy. I'm the problem is sick, na stop now sick, but I got time to come to Papua New Guinea because I'm liking me blah. Na I come help me. Na I help him. Liglig talk mati tromelo SEO ya. Tony I'm come story liglig lo dislan na. I help me log sabi also. You 1,300,000 founders long all the program. Time you go click on top name OnPassive and we bring him OnPassive comes on top. So we will come on top through now. Now you think 1,300,000 founders also come now working sales OnPassive and we pushing company comes on top through top straight by town money sets or looking finish OnPassive and sit down. So I'm just talk him Tony Monk I'm story long. I'm experience man marketing 25 years experience. Now I'm good plan time all kind man also only got experience only come na webinar na story and me help me blah long about blue email OnPassive. Thank you, True. Thanks, Lynn. Back to you.
Thank you. Marty, I know that you've used the term organic traffic, and I wondered if you could give a little short explanation of that and the power of it. Thank you, Marty.
I haven't been able to do that so far. Probably not. No, organic means it's natural. In other words, it's a flow of people coming in organically. You're not pushing it. You didn't pay for it. It just happens because, example, like on YouTube, if you get a video or something that people like, it can go viral, but organically it's growing. You didn't pay for that. You did something that people liked. He told somebody who told somebody, and she told somebody, and they told somebody, and organically it's growing little by little by little. It's a very nice thing to have in any kind of business, by the way. But organically, it's just natural. It's coming around naturally, increasing in people coming to your site. But you can enhance that by making it user friendly and how it becomes a magnet to people who are looking. You're actually meeting your customer halfway. In other words, if a customer's going down the street, you meet them at the stop sign and say, come over here. That's what it is. Instead of turning left, no. Come over this way. And that's all. You're just meeting you're learning what the customer wants before he actually travels the full distance. Ooh, I like that. I won't remember that, but I like that right now anyway.
Take notes so you don't forget. That's a good one.
No, I'll forget. I'll forget in 5 minutes.
But I think that because we're in on passive and because, you know, Ash Mafara is such a brilliant marketer, I think that we're going to all benefit from this organic traffic. That's my thinking. Would you agree with that, Marty? Marty? Are you gone?
No, yes, we're all going to benefit from it. When I say organic or I say viral, I'm not talking about 2 or 3 people. I'm talking tens of thousands and thousands of people. Thousands. Listen, or viral is a really wonderful thing to happen to anything you're doing, especially if you're running a campaign or you're marketing. I said this many times, I'll say it again. Out of all the years I marketed, I had one thing go viral, what I would consider viral, and that was I was advertising just a square page, but something about it made people click on it, and they shared it. And it was a $5 thing I put in. I think I might have spent $50, $100, maybe $100, but it went viral that it was shared 20,000 times. And then I had I had about 1 million comments and 1 million likes. That's viral. For the amount of money I spent, in fact, it was still going a month after the business already folded. That's viral. I had to stop people. No, it's not. The company folded or whatever. They're not really. That if you get that, which I think we will, by the way, I really do, because what will happen is, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say somebody comes in a school or a big company. If you go on the news right now, all the news channels, they use different products to run their audio. Maybe somebody's in some country and they use, I know that I don't see Zoom as much, but Cisco and all different brands that they use to run web hosting or whatever you want to call it. And if they see that they can come down passive, unlimited, and they get it in another news channel and then somebody else in another country, and that's viral. And I see that happening with our products. I really do. Because of the value, for one thing. But once they get the value and they find out the technology and the AI induced, I think we'll see a lot of viral things happening in unpassive. I really do. Because who's not going to want it? That's why I tell people there's no competition. The competition is not the same as everybody else. Our value will blow everybody out of the water, and our technology will be ahead of everyone. So what do we? It's a win-win. You can't lose. We have things that people want. It's cheaper than what they're getting it now for, and it's better quality, and it's unlimited. There's your sales pitch. It's over. What people want, they want as much as they can get for the dollar. That's value. And we are miles ahead of the second. There'll be nobody close, not even close. We will take market share of many, many products. I believe that with all my heart. I don't know how long, but it's going to happen for sure.
Thanks, Marty. I would agree with you on that. Daniel, would you say a few, try to paraphrase and interpret, please?
Wow. Okay. I think I have some leaders here. If Nancy is around, people can help. Come in and assist.
Nancy, are you available?
Otherwise, I can just touch on a bit.
Right.
What I had, something mi hari mati em tok long em ya Papua New Guinea em story long viral marketing. Recently em also all products lo mi pla on passive products lo mi pla by got big demand. They got high value na demand all man they like to use him. That's why na time and we go viral, and more man can buy me. Kind of some you selling something, good plus something you go selling the market, bilumo, something you sell in the market na, or some like you selling no man testing na, and straight lo neck long all come lo you to so. Maski plant man and stop, or market stop, you sit down, you selling bilum blue you selling Mary Browse blue, but because blue you and straight like na team long all come lo you to so yeah. So on passive also. Viral marketing also product on passive and get big value to mass. Now all man they need him. Kind of a mobile phone. So you know what mobile phone by life you know good blah. You got mobile phone and now you connect the Zoom now, yeah. Now you missed up, yeah. So products on passive too. And make a people need and people demand blame and make go viral. Now man they buy him. Now time only can buy him. And you say happiness. When it's anything happen to you and me, once I found out and buy me can benefit too. So this la. I think that's about it. I can cover this. Thank you, Lynn.
That's great. Appreciate it. We have Akram from Bangladesh. How are you today?
Hi, Lynn. Hello, Papua New Guinea, and hello, world, and also hello, great all the founders and leaders here. And there is great leaders. I've seen that Papua New Guinea, Mary, and also James, and so many, David also here, and also great leader Chris Johnson, Marty, and all of the John here, and also I would not mention all the names here. It's long time. So actually, it's great webinars today's, and it's the happy to share my also opinion. You know that when I was student that time, I didn't actually struggle on the online. Maybe I am so much lucky that time I get a chance to as a reseller online business that time, first time. And there have I got it, and I am so much success there. So because I didn't understand that what is that time what is the power of internet, but I am getting the profit in the sleeping also. That was company in the it was the USA company. And that time, you know that as a student I have no more money need, but I am getting the profit. That is the I'm very much happy that time. And I am also at the same time, I'm not the businessman that time. I'm at the same time I'm doing my study, and also at the same time my business. That was the actually 2011. I'm telling that. And it was the running also the 8 to 9 years long in a same company. But I am thinking that in the long time period, what is the power of internet? Actually, there have this power, and that time after 9-10 years, I started my own business in the offline. But I have seen that offline business and internet business is too much different. There have if I do the business in the offline, I have to invest more, but in the online I have a little money of investment there. That is very little money. So I am seeing that there is really great business in the world in the internet. But I'm honestly saying that I don't understand the proper the internet operation that time also. But that is I was just as a reseller, and I am doing their business and as a Bangladeshi agent, not like more that. So, but that time I understand that internet is the powerful of the business in the coming of the world, and it will next long years it will be, and it will be sustainable, and you don't need to spend more money. So I will say that Papua New Guinea. So this is really big opportunity, and I was searching from just last 6 to 7 years ago. I am searching that if I get this type of one great company, if I get in my life, that time I must will take the chance again, because I know the internet power of internet, because you know that I was earning there. So because I have I have experience, and I know that what is the internet. So, and I'm again the fortune person. I got this company on passive. So this is the, now I was a reseller. Now I am a founder of this company. So what is the difference? So you just feel that as a founder and this company and what is doing and what is our product. Just everything I'm seeing here. It's powerful of the business. You know that it's just a couple of minutes ago, our Marty, our big brother, he's saying that it's the SU and others, many type of job you have to do if you want to do business in the internet. If you have a own, you can start. They have a long procedures, and you have to just as a SU and organic. And he also mentioned the magnet. Our three words: magnet, SU, organic. So you know that everything will be done by the on passive. So you don't need to do anything. So there have
Yes.
a,
So we're in a great place, right, Akram?
yeah,
We're all in a great place by being in a passive. So
yes, yes,
let's pause to let the interpreter interpret, because there's so much they cannot interpret everything. So let's have either Nancy or Daniel or somebody go ahead and paraphrase what Akram just said, please. A short translation would be adequate. Just the essence of what he said.
Lynn, I'll take it.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Mary.
Okay, good afternoon, Akram. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Online Papua New Guinea, Akram, Mkamlo, Bangladesh, one country inside lo India. Mbin come inside lo Papua New Guinea, like him Tumas, this lo webinar blo yumi. Osemna, sharing one experience belonging inside lo online marketing. Stop sumatin yet is a student. Na come inside lo online. Buying Lidvik investment long this lab. Stop 9 plus Christmas. This la money bin kissing long en. Helping them long complete him school blowing. Now. Got this la survey also internet or online marketing. We want a powerful tool. Meaning more same. This was something, yeah. You may believe long in. And by come up in this mango or apples, you may call him inside law on passive. Now, I'm sharing also. You must strong him this ting blow you me. He's encouraging us to stop one time. Now, I'm believing ting blow Mati. Mati have been discussed law. Martin and Tony to blow been discussed law SEO. Now inside law this la talk. Out him this la ting magnet virtual narapla sing out him too. So talk blongen and also like him through. I'm sharing this la. You may stop inside yet. You may not stop inside. I'm good for something, but you may think I'm good. I come inside. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you very much. All right, looking at the time now, we're coming upon the 2-hour mark. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our last two speakers, James and Petrus, and then we're going to call it a night or call it a day if it's day for you. So we'll have James speak and then Petrus, and then we'll.
I want to add. I want to add one thing, Lynn. I'm sorry before we go. I want Daniel or whoever can translate. Here's the main thing. Everything we talked about tonight, Papua New Guinea does not have to know the details. It's just information. This is what you need to interpret. The best marketing in the world will be done by Asmupara and his tech team in our behalf. It's that simple. You don't have to do any of it. You don't have to know any of it. you know, I'm a marketer. I understand some of it, but it's not necessary. What we're trying to prove is you're in very good hands. You are with the best of the best. And if there's a way to market, nobody's better. So your websites, everything will be done for you the best of anybody could possibly do.
Take it away, Daniel or Nancy or whoever wants to interpret that, please. It's very important.
Daniel.
Okay, thanks, Marty. Thank you very much. All right, Papua New Guinea, please. Planti something to Masim story long and Planti Marty to clear. You know what need do you lo worry? I think the Planti all information in me come up. You meeting him stuff. Because something you like to him and as you are blood. 7 months through marketing, Marty to him start. Company will make him all good marketing blue me, now got a sending blue me. Become a good planner, but you must kiss him. So you know can walk long. Worry Planti, I think Planti. Also, Petrus and been talking. Walk blue me, log in back office and second or something is stop good. Name that's all. But people something you know Savelo market, people got no Savelo market, but on passive and market you selling product you also talk English, or little also done deal. All got something and company walking you. You buy stuff na kisim all this la apolia or mango by puna diwaya. You stand last of mango and you suck him do I now. And mango by puna come down here. Also no getting plenty or something in my story long and blocking me information, then you can believe the way this stuff. Thank you very much, Lynn.
Thank you, Daniel. Now we have James Tanakai to speak. Hi, James.
Okay, thank you, Lynn. Good afternoon, good morning to all founders all across the globe. I am coming from the inner part of the islands of Papua New Guinea, and I'm actually my first time to be on a PNG panel. Though I'm one of the PNG founders, I haven't been on the panel for some time, and this is my first time here. I'd like to thank Matti, if he's, I hope he's in the panel. And also, I'd like to take this time to thank my sponsor, Dan Street, who is my direct helpline. One of the things that we have our own little stories to tell on passive. And one of the things that I'd like to bring upon as a Papua New Guinean founder of On Passive is that we have our own little groups. I have a little group that I manage, a little less than 20 people. And we're not from the same province, but we come from different areas. And most of my downlines or the group are not literates. So I make sure that they are properly informed of what's happening on passive. And I don't really or necessarily have to bring everything on this panel here, because I understand that this is a global webinar, and every nationalities are here all across the globe. And we as Papua New Guineans, we don't necessarily have to bring all little stories of our own to present to the global webinar, because we have to differentiate whatever little problems that we have on passive as to our own leaders and small groups within our own compartments. So what I see here as a Papua New Guinean on our PNC Q&A meeting here is I see that we are spending a lot of time on little things that we don't necessarily have to know. As we are talking about IT is a very broad area. It's a very big field of its own. And we as little people do not have to necessarily know everything about IT.
Yes,
Whatever
I think you heard Marty. James, I think you may have
Yes.
heard Marty repeats often that this material that we're sharing with you today is optional. We want to make that clear. Marty has made it clear as well. So IT is a very interesting and engaging topic, but it certainly is not necessary for the PNG people to understand and know fully. But we want to
Yes.
offer it to those who want to know a little bit more, but they are not expected to know this material. Would you agree with me, Marty? Marty DeGarmo?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. Yep.
So does that answer your concern? I hopefully we will, it's okay, James, because we don't want anybody to think that this is the requirement at all. All right, James?
Yes, I understand that it's not a requirement, but for those who can comprehend or who can take on big topics like the data centers and everything that the tech team and everyone is bringing up, we can, for those that we understand or know in areas of on IT, we can break it down to in our own small groups, but we don't have to bring everything on this panel here.
Yeah. Okay. I think that
I mean,
Nancy might.
That's how I see.
I understand. I think Nancy might want to respond to that. I have a feeling that her hand raises in response to your comments. Is that true, Nancy? If so, go ahead and speak. Hi, Nancy. Go ahead and speak.
Hi, everyone. Okay, James.
Yes.
I'm going to speak in Pidgin.
Okay.
I'm going to speak in Pidgin. Okay. Reason why all IT tech online sakam na tok lo webinar blimilo PNG is that all by giving only tok lo English explain all something lo Yumi, but then Yumi to PNG Yumi got all IT man. You know me no sem Yumi no got save. You know me no sem Yumi zero balance lo kind of save man no sem Yumi got all line lo Yumi all to they aware of and they have knowledge about the IT. Now Yumi got this tab lo country blaming so. Reason why Olisa come now Olisa talk because you mean PNG, you mean like miss out. So it doesn't mean that I'll get a line blow you me where only click on line blow you me. I'm no need long harim no gat. I mean all same. All got right lo harim. This line PNG found a webinar. So whether I'm click talk or MB ting only got right lo harim. Now you got right lo scale him lo this la place. All right? Because the end time, me pla by go. Me bla by broke him down ken lo talk bisin. So time online blame me or sem na me pla got you look him. By you look him Daniel. You now you are in Mary Caro. Only work lo explain him ken lo pidgin. Because I'm PNG webinar ya. I mean Australian webinar, no American, one no PNG webinar. So at the end of the day, online blame must kiss him clear plotting thing. Online blame must kiss him understanding. That's what we want. But all get a line by kiss him understanding the same level. Different line blow Yumi PNG, only got different level of understanding. But Yumi your leaders, Yumi present law here. Now Yumi by Yumi go down, by Yumi broke him down. So Yumi sagat webinar, so good flat thinking you come up in, but me like make him this la talk neck lo you or sem. Emi rights where CEO Emi look him na mati and Molgara Sunday em sakam na run him this la webinar so that online blow me at the end of the day, people understand. We have intellectual people in the country. We have educated people in the country who are on passive. These are the people that are gonna break down the information. So time only talk, you na me, one bell na float us all. No can come na you make him neck or sem you me no can talk lo this la kind of lig something no gat. You must talk yet. Opportunity blame lo this la platform. So sem na you look him. That's why Matty is always here. You will see Lynn, you'll see Chris Johnson, you'll see Robin Noble. These are people who have heart for Papua New Guinea and they want to help us. That's why anything that we share on this platform is all for the edification of PNG founders to come to the place of understanding at the end of the day. And our intellectual people can break it down further. So we appreciate everyone that comes on board and contribute one way, whether it's a small information or it's a big information. At the end of the day, everyone benefits. So thank you lo ting ting blow you. But plus blow you me and I'm platform blow you me so you me got to get right law. Legally talk big la talk when I can talk you me la talk law here. As long as I'm in line one time topic blow day, I'm in line one time program blow today, I'm you me flow. You know can worry nothing think too much because I'm bell blow me plan. Our heart as leaders of PNG, we want to get as much information as possible, and we thank Mati and we thank Mr. Ashmo for always giving us this platform so that we don't want to just get, you know, we don't want to get left behind. We don't want to be left behind with information that is coming. There's so much information that is coming. We must be up to date. That's why you will see all this thing that is happening here. So thank you, Lord. Think blow you, but MPNG and by me run one time thinking na sawe. So Mati talk finish. Mati talk. All get the information now. You make it sim and information tasol. Sawe tasol. Big plus something you Papua New Guinean. You sabe go inside the back office blow you. You sabe lo go wallet blow you. You sabe long rousing money blow you. And that's all. You don't need lo sabe. But let's not forget that we have intellectuals here in PNG as well who can break it down into simple languages that our people can understand in general. So thank you so much, Lynn. I just want to clear this up so nobody gets, you know, misunderstand what we are talking about. So thank you. Back to you, Lynn.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, James, for your feedback and opinion. And thank you, Nancy, for your opinion and clarification. It's very helpful. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to be ending now. So we'll have our final speaker, which is Petrus. He's going to say a few words and then we'll end. Go ahead, Petrus.
Lynn, thank you. Thank you, Nancy. I was going to ask a question and I left without asking the question. My question goes to our IT guys and maybe Madi. The question is, apart from personal data, are there any other type of data will our data centers hold? And what does that mean to OnPassive and us as founders? Thank you.
Collins, Vincent, or Marty can take that. Just unmute and speak.
Thank you, Aline. Thank you, Petrus. Yeah, I think I can answer this question. Yeah, and the data center, you know, the role of the data center are also integral part of the enterprise. So data center is also designed for business application and also provide your services like we have like data storage where we store all the data. And then also we have the management of the data. We have the backup when everything you do, you have a copy of that. So they call it backup. We also have the enterprise information in the like recovery. If we want to restore anything, we put in there, like if something goes wrong for our system, we have recovery system that we can use it to restore your data back. Like if you want to see your data of maybe last week, we have a system in place in data center that we can restore your data for you for the date you want, if the data for last year, last month, anything. So this is we have also productivity of the applications is also stored in the data center. And then productivity of the applications such like email, you know, your email system, everything is stored in the data center. Let's say if you want to check and find out maybe your email of the last year, like those who are doing marketing or business, we have a history of every communication. So everything is stored in the database. The high volume of the e-commerce transaction, like payment, bank system, all this is stored in the data and the data center. Even the powering, you know, the powering system, online gaming communication. Even today we talk about big data, machine learning, and artificial intelligence system. They are all stored in the data center. So data center is not only personal data, it includes every single thing, artificial intelligence, everything. They are all in the data center. I hope I answer your question.
All right, and a quick interpretation, please, from either Nancy or Daniel, someone who's available. Paraphrase would be good. or anyone who's available.
Daniel, you speak.
Sorry, me no kisim good ya. We got distracted. Me no kisim good. Sorry.
No, me no harem gutu.
Okay, I'm alright. Papua New Guinea harim. Data center, data center, I'm big plus something. I'm storing all the information to you. Or email you, salim go come, no sample we go send 2 years or 1 year or one last month or something. Go more storage and stuff. Or you work in business online, on passive or data and storage and stuff. Kind of information I'm storing and stuff. You can kiss him back. You can kiss him back because I'm data yeah. I'm storage, data storage center. So I'm putting all the information to you and locking stuff. You got need to retrieve him, but you can kiss him back. So I'm this something I'm vision I'm storage long data center me collecting all the data. Long working long passive. Email you make him, when you can business you make him, when you can customer come, everything data I'm install up. Any kind of data I'm flow through. Data center I'm storing the stuff also. Thank you. I'm basically summary of this data center. Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you, Lynn.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to be wrapping up now. Want to thank the IT professionals, Collins Mana and Vincent Ete, who are both from UK, for being up at a very early hour to join us. They're fully committed to helping the people of PNG. So we really appreciate Collins and Vincent. Thank you to Marty, who always opens up this webinar. And for you participants here, thank you very, very much for your attendance and support. And just know that the PNG webinar is every Saturday at midnight. So please join us and spread the word. This is a high quality webinar, great content, loving people. So I think it's one of the best webinars I've ever been attending. I love this webinar and I love the people. So please be part of it. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask everybody to unmute. Let's go to the gallery view. And everyone can say bye-bye till we see each other again. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Vince.
Night, PNG. Love you all.
Oh, we love you all.
Oh, good night. Good night.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye, Daniel. Bye, Nancy.
New Guinea.
Good night, PNG. Love you guys.
Papa
Marty.
Mau.
Good
Papa
night,
New Guinea.
Oh.
Papa New Guinea. Papa New Guinea. Bye-bye.
Bye, Papua New Guinea.
Bye, everyone.
Papa New Guinea.
Hi, Chris Johnson.
New Guinea.
Bye,
Papa
BNG.
New
Bye.
Guinea.
Bye.
Chris, you're Canadian. See y'all later now. Bye.
Marty,
give me a
Bye.
Marty.
Bye-bye. Bye, Marty.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Peace. Hello.
Bye-bye. Bye, Chris.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye now.